Hello, my dear student. Myself Monica Daya, and I am your physics teacher. As you know that we are doing chapter sources of energy. Today we will discuss about the solar energy and how to harness that solar energy to cook the food and to produce electricity that we will do. Before starting the topic, please do like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button for further notification. So let's start. Solar energy, as the name indicates, the energy emitted by the sun in the form of heat and light is known as solar energy. As you know that we receive the energy from the sun in the form of radiations. Now how much energy our earth receive, that is calculated using solar constant. So what is solar constant? So it is defined as the energy. Which energy? Solar energy received from sun in 1 second by unit square meter area, means 1 meter square area of the outer edge of the earth atmosphere, which is exposed perpendicular to the radiations of the sun at an average distance between sun and earth. So scientists, using this definition, scientists calculate the solar constant value 1.4 kilojoule per second meter square, means 1 meter square area in 1 second receive 1.4 kilojoule energy. Says joule per second is what? So solar constant is also have 1.4 kilowatt per meter square. So let's do a numerical related to solar constant. The question is, if solar constant is 1.4 kilowatt per meter square, calculate the solar energy received by 5 meter square area in 1 hour. So what is solar constant? 1.4 kilowatt per meter square. As we know that 1 joule upon 1 second is 1 watt. So we have put it that here. So we have got 1.4 kilojoule per second meter square. It means energy received by 1 meter square area in 1 second is 1.4 kilojoule. How much time is given? 1 hour is given. So how much seconds? 3600 seconds are there in 1 hour. So energy received by 5 meter square area in 1 second means we will calculate in 3600 second. 1 second is in there because that is given in 1 second, 1.4 kilojoule, and our time is given 3600. So 5 meter square area in 3600 is calculated by 1.4 into 3600 into 5. So it comes out 25,200 kilojoule energy will be received by earth outermost surface, the outer edge of the atmosphere. The energy received by us is always little bit smaller than the solar constant, because most of the energy is absorbed by the atmosphere or reflected by the atmosphere. We just received small energy than that, and that comes to us in the form of infrared radiation or visible radiations. So various devices also we are using nowadays to use the solar energy, that is solar cooker to cook the food, solar water heater or solar furnaces to heat the water, and solar power plants and solar cell to convert the solar energy into electricity. So today we are going to do about solar cooker. So let's start. Now let's see now solar cooker diagram. As you are watching, this is the diagram of the solar cooker. It contains a wooden box. Inside the wooden box, a metallic box is fitted, and that metallic box is painted black. Why it is painted black? Because black color is a good absorber. Moreover, the space between the wooden box and metallic box is filled with insulating material so that heat will not escape to the surrounding. A plane mirror is used with the help of hinges, and on the plane mirror, when sun rays falls, so plane mirror act as a reflector. When sun rays fall, they get reflected on the utensil which are kept in the container. Moreover, this box is always covered with a glass sheet. This wooden box is covered with a glass sheet. Why it is covered with a glass sheet? Because glass sheet allow the radiations to enter into the box, but it do not allow the radiations to escape out into the surrounding back. So because of that process, the temperature of the solar cooker increases, and the food which is cooked kept inside it cooked. So in this case, means by using these materials we are cooking the food. And as you are watching, it does not require any fuel. So let's see now advantages of solar cooker. It is economical because it does not need any fuel. So any source of energy, only solar energy it is using. It is based on renewable source of energy. So that's why it is very cheap and economical. No pollution is caused by it. Just we need the solar energy and it works. Second, third one, it saves our fossil fuels also, because we don't need any kerosene or any material which is used to burn here. So we can save the fossil fuel. Nutritional value of food is preserved inside it because it take a slow heating inside it. So nutritional value is also preserved. But itself it have disadvantages also. What are those disadvantages? That is, it can't be used at night and on a cloudy day. Means sunny day is required to cook the food. On a cloudy day and during the night time we can't use the solar cooker. Next one, it takes long time to cook the food inside the solar cooker. Moreover, the position of the solar cooker has to be changed so that it always face the sun, because this plane mirror reflect the sun rays when sun rays will falls on it. So that's why according to that we have to change the position of this reflector also according to the sun. So these are the few disadvantages of the solar cooker. Otherwise, the solar cooker is used in remote areas or anywhere where sunlight is present in abundance and it is used to cook the food. So this is all about the solar cooker. Let's do about next, that is solar cell. Why we need solar cell? As you know that solar cooker and solar water heater, they have their limitation that during night time or during cloudy day they can't work, and moreover they utilize only heat. They can't convert that heat into electricity. To overcome this limitation, solar cell invented. So what is a solar cell? A device which is used to convert sunlight into electrical energy is known as a solar cell. Moreover, solar cell provides voltage from 0.15 volt to 1.0 volt, and it can produce about 0.7 watt of electricity when placed in a sunlight. So this is the limitation of a single solar cell. So how to overcome this single overcell potential, less potential and power output? So what are made? Solar panels are made to overcome this problem. So a group of solar cells connected to each other with silver wire, because silver have least resistivity, so it offers very less resistance, so less wastage of current is there, in a certain pattern to form a solar panel. Means single solar cell don't give so much output, so to increase the output and the potential, solar panels are constructed. So a group of solar cells connected to each other with the silver metal wires in a certain pattern forms the silver panel. So in these panels, solar energy is directly converted into electricity, and this electricity can be stored in the form of batteries, and whenever no sunlight is there at night time or on a cloudy day, using that battery storage we can use this electricity. So what are the advantages of these solar cell and panel? Directly they convert solar energy into electrical. They don't need any device, anything else. Moreover, they don't cause any pollution. They are environment friendly. Using these solar panels, we can save the fossil fuels also, because they are based on renewable source of energy. Instead of that also, it have its own disadvantage. Let's see now what are the disadvantages. Now let's see disadvantages. First disadvantage of solar cell or panels is the solar cells used in solar panel are made of pure silicon. The production of pure silicon is very costly. To make solar cell we need silicon, and that silicon in pure form is not present, and to make it pure it's a costly process. Second one, the solar cells in a solar panel are joined to each other with the help of silver metal, because silver metal have least resistance, and using that we can get maximum electricity. No wastage of electricity is there. Thus the cost of fabricating a solar panel becomes very high. So these are the few disadvantages by which we can't use this. But nowadays we are using them because we can save our fossil fuels using them. Every source of energy have its advantage and disadvantage, both aspects. So what are the uses where we are using them? They are used to supply electricity in artificial satellites and space probes. Means our scientists use these panels in artificial satellites and space probes like Mars orbiter or etc. They can be set up in remote and inaccessible hamlets. where it is very difficult to set up power transmission lines, or the where electricity is not present. In those areas we can use them. They can be used in those areas where line of power transmission line may be expensive or may be very difficult, like very forestry area is that. So in those areas these solar cell panels are very much important, and we can use this directly, and we can harness solar energy to produce the electricity. So this is all about today. We will meet in the next class.